Legend of Total War here, and today we've got a saving and disaster situation playing as the Blessed Dread, where Morathi is in Tsar Nagrand right at the time of a Chaos Dwarf endgame crisis. So these 5 armies are basically surrounding her. So I'm going to firstly just read out the email and get some context of the situation, and then figure out what to do. So he says, "Hello Legend, I've been your fan for a few years now and I love your videos." Okay, thanks dude, appreciate that. I heard you've been running short on save uploads, so I kind of have a victory lap disaster for you. I've already won the campaign, but I'm caught in a situation where the Chorf endgame crisis armies have Morathi surrendered, I think he means surrounded, and the other 2 armies are not able to reinforce her. Not sure how to approach this, so I'll leave it to the expert. Okay, well, appreciate the kind words and the situation. So yeah, that's these 2 armies here that you're talking about. Okay. Right, I see. So you wanted to like concentrate all 3 of them to like take out these 2, and then concentrate all 3 of them to take out these 3. Right. Well, we may not even need Morathi to take these 2 out because of Tamurkhan here. If we have a look, Tamurkhan is actually at war with them as well. Now, if we look over here, Tamurkhan won't reinforce. He's just a couple of tiles away. Now, some interesting things to note is he's at war with them. They don't have any territory. If he attacks them, they won't retreat because any faction that has no territories left, they just won't. So if I bring this army out over here, Tamurkhan will actually take them into consideration and is more likely to make the attack. Like if I wasn't there, he might just decide to go around. Tamurkhan's turn comes before them, so they're not going to attack us before Tamurkhan's at least made the move. Now, we're not allied with Tamurkhan, but it doesn't matter. He will take our army into consideration because we're right there. Yeah, see, they will be there to sort that out. I'd be very surprised if he didn't make that attack. Now, normally I'd hate to rely on AI reinforcements, or I guess weather reinforcements in this case, but it depends on who the AI is. If they're mostly full of melee units, then you don't have to worry too much. But if it's like the Empire reinforcing me, then I'd worry about that, because the AI is so bad at using missile units, but luckily he doesn't really have any. Also, Morathi has next to no winds of magic, so let's see if we can sort some stuff out there. Also, we're on patch 6.2, so we can have a look through all of his items, because it's quite late in the campaign, and he's got an absolute ton of them, and see what some of the effects have changed. Now, let's focus on these 3 here, because if we can beat them, maybe what we could do is just bring Morathi over this way, and I might not even need to make the attack on them. Just wait for Tamurkhan to finish them off. The funny thing is that if Tamurkhan attacks, I could always just betray him and just not reinforce him, and just let his army get totally fucked up, and then there'll be next to nothing left of them. Because I reckon his army is... yeah, it's a little bit stronger than one of theirs. And ours is considered a little bit stronger. Okay, so it should stand to reason that we'll be able to attack that. Also, what's the difficulty on here? So very hard, and like on hard battle stats. But we'll pop that up a bit. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to bring this army over to here. Yep. Okay. So that you can reinforce. Then... just trying to come up with a plan. Because, yeah, none of us have lightning strike, do we? Almost. But not quite. No lightning strike on Morathi. Otherwise, pretty well leveled up, though. Yeah, I think you got some redundancies in your equipment. I'll go through that in just a bit. Okay, so the problem with the army that we've got here is it's not a bad army. It's just that I think it could be better if it was like one army was full of shades and the other army was full of Bloodrack Medusas. So it's like, I kind of want to put these units into Morathi's army and put these ones into that army, but I can't do that. Yeah, I can't really do that. No. But I got an idea. I'm going to recruit a new lord here and just transfer the Bloodrack Medusas in. So let's have a look. What do we got available? Let's grab a Supreme Sorceress of Dark Magic, because that way, if we bring her in, she could use Power of Darkness to generate some more Winds of Magic. But of course, I'll have to leave 3 Winds of Magic left. Yeah, let's grab this one here.
Supreme Sorceress of Dark.
Okay. Oh, I just realized I made a mistake here. Okay. Got another idea. What if replace her I made a mistake, but I just realized it. What if we replaced her with someone that already exists? Hang on, what level do they get a steed on? Rank 7. What if I replaced her with this? Hang on, where is it? This one here. It means the Supreme Sorceress of Fire. And the other army's got a fire wizard attached to it. You'll see what I mean in just a moment. Yeah, alright, we'll go with this one. And, yeah, because she got a mount, right? And the reason why I wanted a mount is for this reason. If we take her off the mount, and then put her in force march, she got some movement. Meaning, I could bring her over to here, and that way, I could transfer the units into her army, including the artillery. I don't really want them right now. And that way, delay her arrival on the battlefield, but still have these ones show up. Eventually. Okay, cool. So we can make all of this army here stalk, except for Morathi. I don't really want Morathi to stalk. This hero here, probably not really that handy. I'm going to transfer her over to the other army as well.
Who seeks me?
So that one stalks by default. They all stalk by default. We don't need Morathi on stalk. Let's go through her equipment now and see if we can make her a bit better. So Satchel of Potions, completely redundant. You've got 3 uses of regen here. Totally not necessary. Amber Amulet is definitely a better item than the Armor of Eternal Servitude, although this one here is providing battle healing cap. But if we go through some of them, let's see here. So Boots of Brachus. Let's see. Definitely some big improvements to some of these items. Armor of Living Death provides the hunger. Now, we don't need more regen, so we've got 10% ward save. The Trix's Helm... Okay, so we're giving up regen, which is useless, and the... well, redundant. And giving up the battle healing cap of 10%, but we're gaining melee defense and barrier. The thing is, barrier is not limited by a healing cap, so that actually could be better. And if I can get even more barrier, that could be even better still. Okay, let's keep going down. I don't think I want to replace the Heartrender and Dark Sword, so go down to enchanted items and let's have a look at what's down there. So we've got Rod of Briars. That's good. That is a good item. Let's see what else there is. Black Dragon Egg, Cloak of Twilight. Well, there's Stalk, so that's useful. She doesn't need it though. Ranger's Quiver. Others Stricture Shard. So that provides barrier now as well. And, oh look, they've improved this. So, shit, that's a shitload of resistance there. That's really good. Damn, I think I'll go with that. Well, let's just see what else there is. Is the Crown of Command any good? Nah, it's still shit. So let's fuse. You got heaps of them, let's fuse some. Oh! Well, she's already got one, but cool. Because, yeah, these are really good now. Before, I didn't think they were that great, but okay. Let's have a look to see some of the other enchanted items. So, Potion of Healing. It's a bit weird with this one. So, increases the battle healing cap. The thing is, if you didn't have regen, then the Potion of Healing normally can't give you all of your health back anyway, like 75% of your health. So that's a bit of a weird item. So it's basically best used in conjunction with regen. So you're really just using it for the battle healing cap in that case. It's a bit weird. That is weird. Okay, Terrifying Mask of E. So a bit of extra missile resistance on that now. It used to be 10%. Actually, it used to be... No, it used to be 10%. It was something else that was 30%. I think it was the... some helmet. I can't remember. I've probably got one. I'll have a look if I see it. Let's have a look at this one. So that's a bit better. It's got targeting range plus 25%. Black Staff. Spell intensity and... Okay, so that'll be good for generating Winds of Magic. So that's Power of Darkness. We've already got Power of Darkness with her. So we've got another wizard coming in. That'll probably be a better one to equip it to. So I'll just equip it just so it's been reset. Put that back on. Forbidden Rod, spell Well, only one character is able to carry this, and I might end up using the Soul Stealer spell, so let's keep that. Trickster Shard. That is definitely better than it was before. Enemy Winds of Magic cost. Yeah, if you equip enough of them, you could make them cost absolutely heaps. But the other effect here, Trickster Shard, is still shit. Scroll of Black Horror, that's... I think these two are new effects. Scepter of Stability, Spell Resistance. There's some more Stalk. Wand of Jets, that's okay. But yeah, it would be good if we could grab ourselves another Black Staff. So let's fuse a couple of items that you're not even using anyway. And at least now we can guarantee that they're going to be arcane items. Well, okay. Thing is, it's a green item, so fusing 2 green items is going to get us a blue item, which is not... Wait, do you have any... Yeah, you've only got arcane... Book of Ashes. Let's see. The Power Stone, that one's alright. Scroll of Leeching, yeah, you don't need that many of them. Channeling Staff. I think that one hasn't been improved at all. I think it was the same as it was before. Let's go with Scroll of Leeching and Scroll of Shielding. I don't think that's... Well, actually, Physical Resistance on an arcane item could be pretty good. I might leave that. Earthing Rod... Not that big of a deal. Wand of Jet. Scroll of Lycos. That one's not too bad. Dark Stark. No, that could be useful. Scepter of Stability. Yeah, let's get rid of that one. I don't think that's a good item. Scroll of Black Horror. Yeah, you got heaps of those. Alright, let's fuse 2 of the Trickster Shard, because you got heaps of them and you're not even using them. Yeah, so it seems like you just only get Book of Ashes. Okay. I don't think it's a good idea for me to fuse the 2 blue ones. I might end up getting just pile of crap. So don't worry about that right now. Okay, overall, I think that's pretty good loadout for Morathi. And it gave us an idea of what we've got in our inventory there by going through it. Okay. Okay, so this one over here. What are we doing with you? How fast are you on the dragon? Because if you get caught by these ones here, what's the chance? Okay, you can maybe outrun them. Do you have a Banner of Swiftness on her? No. Armor of Silvered Steel. Well, that's better than it was before, but it's still shit. Okay. Alright, if I gave you an Armor of Eternal Servitude, there you got the regen and ward save, and battle healing cap, so that's good. What else we got here? Hand weapon... Death, well, that's redundant. That could be good. Actually, no. Fencer's Blade's good, because that... Didn't that used to be 6? Yeah, extra melee attack and melee defense. That'll make it so that they're less likely to get hit and more likely to hit. So that's really good. Alright, that's fine. I don't think there's going to be anything else better there. Alright, looking at talismans. Let's see. We've got Talisman of Endurance here. Battle healing cap plus 25%. Shit. Yoink! I don't think Lokio needs it right now. But he's the faction leader. It's not fair. Let's see here. Oh my god, Legend, that voice is so annoying. Stop using it. I am getting comments saying that, though. Okay, well, I'll tell you what, guys. How about I stop doing that voice from now on? Is that what you prefer? I mean, you let me know in the comments if you still want to see that silly voice pop in. You know, my schizo voice. That's good as well for barrier. I think because we've got a fair bit of battle healing cap, we'll go with that. Yeah, the obsidian lodestone there, that's much better than it used to be. So enchanted items, let's see. Don't need satchel potions. Rod of Briars, let's go with that. Because I don't think we... I mean, that is good. But yeah, being able to just basically have another breath attack with this one could be really good. Which has no limit to how many times you can use it, just got a cooldown. And how are you going for speed banners? You've got plenty of them. Just don't take Morathi's. Okay, this one over here. Armor of Eternal Servitude. You're on a Dark Pegasus. That's good. Ring of Hotek. Don't need that. All right. This one here needed the arcane item so that we can generate a lot of winds of magic with her. That was like the most important thing from her. Where is it? Just like the black stuff. There it is. Okay, enchanted item. Let's have a look. So... Others Trickster Shard with this one, maybe? Yeah, let's go with that. That way you've got some barrier. So that's the one I just fused. Okay, then talismans. Let's see here. Also, by having some barrier, we could use the black staff on ourselves, and it will just hurt the barrier. It won't actually damage the her health. Well, unless it gets through the barrier, which seems unlikely. Doesn't do that much damage. Okay, that's pretty good. And then as a hand weapon, if there's anything that can give us some... Oh no, she's already really quick. That's fine. Let's see, hand weapon. Let's see, what do we got? Something that provides poison could be good. Venom sword. Cause a slow death effect. Yeah, I don't know. Because it won't do that much damage. And she shouldn't be in melee anyway. Yeah, not seeing anything that she really needs. Heartseeker. Preventing regen. Why not? Just put that on. Okay, then checking this one here. So we've got the Cauldron of Blood. So this one here would be benefited from some extra speed as well. Alright, and let's see. Give you an Armor of Eternal Servitude. I don't think this guy is nearby. So that way you've got regen, hand weapon. Still Death Singer, but these armors are actually better than this because it comes with regeneration and also the ward save and battle healing cap. Where Frenzy's alright, but we've already got Frenzy, so that's redundant. Death Blow, don't need that at all. So yeah, it's actually not providing any real value to us right now. Shield Breaker, extra range would be good for the other ones, for the assassins. Talismans, let's see. I went past it. They give you another one of those. Those are actually pretty damn good. Okay, and then enchanted item. How would you like a... Let's see. I reckon... Get the Potion of Healing. Just mainly for the Potion of Healing. Sorry, for the battle healing cap. I don't know what else to get it. Okay, and these guys here, they've all got Stalker by default. So... Let's have a look here. Hold the Line could be good. But also, actually, Armor of Living Death. Hellborn doesn't need that right now. That could be good for you. Your leadership's not very good, though. That'll be fine. Okay, and then hand weapon. Okay, so there was Sky Titan String for the extra range. Missile Strength, that's good. Talisman, let's see. What do we got in here? Some really big improvements to these items. I thought they would be mostly just nerfs originally, but that's good. Extra range and melee defense. Enchanted item. Let's see. I guess, yeah, just another Potion of Healing. Oh no, Ranger's Quiver. Yeah. Why do you have that on Lokia? Good, that's a fair bit of extra range on that one. Alright, cool. And then I didn't actually adjust him, did I? Alright, so yeah, give him the other Ranger's Quiver. Then as for Talisman, got another Lucky Arrow. Let's take that. Hand weapon. Don't have another one of Sky Titan ring things. How about you have... Let's see... I don't think we're going to get anything amazing, so I'll just give you Death Piercer. No, that's shit. Give you Relic Sword. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, and then as for basic... Oh, how about you have Death Singer? There you go. And as for basic armor, I'll give you a Trickster's Helm. Alright, cool. Alright, well, I've made all the adjustments that I want to make. I'll put this one on this stance here, which won't do anything, will it? Nope. No, won't make any difference for this battle. Okay, and then we want to attack... I reckon here. That way all their reinforcements will come in from the same location.
Feel my
okay, so we got auto-resolve victory. Not a good auto-resolve victory, though. A lot of units can get wiped out, so that's not ideal, including the hero. We don't want that. Alright, we've got to make a few adjustments with this. So we've got 11 units in this army here. We want to not control a large army. Did I adjust it? Yeah, I adjusted that. Okay, so that means 9 units from this army are going to come in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, that's perfect. Because, yeah, I don't want them coming in until later. Basically, use the shades first, and then when I'm exhausted with them, then we can bring in the Bloodrack Medusas. Because we want to make sure that we're in good shape so that if we have to fight those other armies, because the plan doesn't end up working, that these are in good shape. Because can't heal them. And then with this one here, I want to make sure that they show up last, if at all. Okay, so the banners, got to remember that. So this one is needed for there, and... Sure, whatever. Okay, let's jump in and see how we go. Because, yeah, no one had Lightning Strike. So we needed to mitigate them by not controlling large army. Because yeah, if we did control large army, our forces would be coming in from all over the place. It's entirely to their advantage, because they've got a lot of melee troops where we're very focused on missiles. Even the monsters are missile units. Okay. So let's get our bearings here. So that's the one we don't want showing up. So make it show up from over here, yeah. And show up later on. Alright, that's fine, but I'll have to draw them away. So why don't we bring these over to here. Okay, that works. Yeah, good. They've all got Vanguard deploy. Don't fire at will, just stay right there. Actually, no, don't fire at will. Okay, and that way, hopefully they'll move towards Morathi here. So that's not going to show up until they've shown up here. Any chance I could bring them in here? No. Good, and we're far away from their reinforcement location. Cool. Alright, let's see how we go. Now, we don't have much Winds of Magic. If we use Power of Darkness to begin with, that's a really bad move. Because, I've explained this before, you can't have more than your max power in Power Reserve. So I can't have more than 40. And because this generates magic really quickly... Yeah, that's why we gotta hide. We don't want to have that destroy our shades.
Come with me, Mother of Vengeance.
Yeah, it'll just go to waste otherwise.
At once.
Because that could generate us about 20 Winds of Magic.
Forward.
We've also got Spell Intensity, which is good.
On the move.
Oh, is that going to hit their own unit?
Going now.
Yeah, interesting. I might actually try to get rid of it.
Move.
Alright, so... sorry, I might actually use that to try to get rid of their own units. Okay, so let's try to get rid of their general.
Morathi. Forward. Vengeance and fury.
That'd be great if they hit their own unit with that.
At once.
No, it missed.
Morathi move.
Now, we've got to watch out when dealing with a Great Taurus, because it's got flaming attacks. But we do also have a lot of ward save and physical resistance, so these are not magical attacks.
Morathi.
Actually, you know what? I kind of want you to be delayed a little bit. Don't come in just yet, because I want to draw them away. Because as soon as they come in from this location, they will, they'll go straight over to them.
At once. Morathi moves.
Now, we've got to keep in mind that Morathi has got life leeching.
I move.
So every cast is 2.6 Winds of Magic cheaper, including Power of Darkness.
Indeed. Going.
And even though that's a flaming attack, it should do an absolute shitload of damage to them. Pit of Shades costs 12 Winds of Magic, so Soul Stealer is cheaper. Main reason I would use that though is for
Come with me.
single entities. No, fuck it. Don't want to overcast it because that makes it less efficient for
Feel my vengeance.
life leeching, but oh man, they actually kind of moved out of the way. Oh, but then they're moving straight back into it.
Morathi moves. On the move.
I gotta try and stay still here and see if this one will just bomb right on top of us. Yeah, they are kind of looking for us.
Shadowy overseer.
So that did decent amount of damage. You don't want to cast again until that's done.
Going now. Going.
Yeah! Fuck you! But legend, they have fire resistance. Oh wait, no they don't.
Morathi.
They don't. Oh wait, yeah, no, the Chaos Wolves do. That one doesn't. Oh, okay. Yeah, they're a bit sick of me now.
Vengeance awaits.
Alright, we can fight it as long as it's not the only thing we're fighting. Just come back over here. I want to use another Soul Stealer on this one, but also hit this guy as well.
Feel my fury. Going now. At once.
Even though that was silenced, once I've made the attack, can't stop it. I've got a minute, or else we're coming in from over here. Keep drawing them over this way.
Going. Forward.
Alright, bring them over to... No, keep them where they are. I'll try to bring them back this way. But yeah, good start so far, I think.
Come with me.
Alright, let's use a Power of Darkness on Morathi, because we've got Barrier. I don't think that's going to... Yeah, that's definitely not going to get through her Barrier. And that's going to charge up our Winds of Magic a fair bit. Also giving us Life Leeching as well on top of that. Yeah, we only get 2 casts of that. In Warhammer 2, that was a trash tier spell, and now it's so fucking good, basically S tier. Now, if they send like 1 unit over there, then we could totally smash it, but I just got to pay attention to it, that's all. 20 seconds. Alright, start bringing them in. Now, they're not all stalking, so the ones that don't stalk need to move out of the way. How are we going for magic? Yeah, okay, it's a bit. Okay, so all of them move over there. You're not stalking, you're not stalking. Okay, so start moving over to here.
Morathi, vengeance awaits. Morathi moves.
I don't think this ability here will cause Life Leeching to occur. Oh, this one is also not stalking. Okay, so that's control group 4, this one's control group 5. If we withdraw her from the battlefield, that's not ideal, so I'll just have to charge her around. She's not super slow. But yeah, this barrier is great because they haven't even gotten through it yet, so we don't even need regen when not suffering any damage. Alright, make sure we do that again. Hopefully we're hitting the Taurus as well. Okay, so she has got 650 barrier. Alright, let's use this to generate some magic for Morathi. Yeah, now they're sending just a couple of units out this way.
I move. Forward. Going now.
I got a feeling this is going to go really, really well. Like, I think we've got a really fucking good plan. Because, like, if any units come over here, they're just going to get instantly deleted. It's not a good plan, Legend. It's just cheese. Legend, you said you stop doing that. I lied. Okay, so... yeah, that's all good. And, yeah, give us some magic, for sure. Would have been better if that wizard was a dark wizard, actually. Oh, no, because it's a bound ability, it will not actually, I'm just thinking. It will not trigger a spell or passive. Okay, we've got this one coming in. Alright, this one's got these Lamentations of Despair. Like I said, it's free barrier, breath attack, essentially. Good, we've managed to get rid of all of their ammo, and I think they only got one really good hit on their own units.
At once. Vengeance awaits. Behold my fury. On the move. Forward.
Could probably fight both of them simultaneously now, it'd be fine. So yeah, I think the weakest point in our army at the moment is actually this one. I probably should have given this a stalking item. Because we had one, didn't we? Yeah, I definitely should have. Alright, well if that's the case, and she's going to get caught, why don't we go over there and try to kill that with Morathi. How are we going for magic? Alright, well we've got no power reserve left, but we've got plenty in the power department, so let's cast another one. Okay. And then what we do with the shades is we start sneaking up on them. Especially when that one's out of ammo. That's what I really want to make sure, because otherwise that will fuck us up. Alright, take him out. Also, this is the first turn of the endgame crisis, so they've gotten no points put into their skill tree. They've just automatically been given their mount, that's all. Can't use any abilities. But Morathi is anti-large, so that's working out pretty well there. This is a bit of an issue. I gotta get rid of him because it's causing us problems. Okay, you should be fine to fight that one, because you are weak against fire, but you got loads of regen. Hang on. Rampage can be a bit of a problem. This one's taking a lot of damage. Alright, try to get out of there. It's not really working out as well as I'd like. And let's use... sparing with our magic. How are we going for reserves now? Too bad. Alright, I'm going to sneak up on that. It's probably still got its secondary shot. I'm trying to get rid of it. And here, you got plenty of regen, so... That'll cost us only a little bit of winds magic. Thanks to the refund. I think we're getting some pretty good use out of this one as well. But yeah, the rest of their army, once we get rid of all their fast units, they can't fucking do anything because they're going to have such a hard time finding us. This is why I wanted to use the shades first and the ones later. Okay, yeah, that's not ideal there. Alright, I think that would be best to get rid of them. Okay, just wait. Get into position. Because we want to kill it near instantly. This will probably bring some of their units over here, but we'll be long gone by the time they actually get here. Oh, some of them were actually on fire at will. Which is fine, because they destroyed it instantly anyway. So that was great. That's power looks good. This one here is being a bit of a problem for me. I've got to get rid of these Bull Centaur renders. Alright, we should be fine to do this again on Morathi. Yeah, that barrier is so fucking good for us. Yeah, and if they just bring a couple... Yeah, because only a few of our guys shot. So if they just bring like one Bull Centaur render over here... Oh, fuck. I just got to actually pay attention. Make sure I do it at just the right time. You guys should just take a little bit of a step up that way. Watch out for this one. Very dangerous. You get out of that. Yeah, get away from that. That's too dangerous. Get away, get away, get away. I'll slow it down by doing this. Actually click on it. Shit. Back over here. And, crap. Well, it should delete it near straight away, but that was not perfect. Now, if you're wondering why didn't I just leave it on fire at will, it's because I wanted it to not, like, trigger these guys' attack and then run away. So the timing of that just wasn't ideal. See how those ones backed off? That's what I was suspecting would happen. Because once they've essentially reached that threshold, there's no escape for them. Okay, I don't really want to lure them all this way. I need to get rid of their flyers. How fast is this one? Okay, should be able to maybe outrun that. We've got on fire, but... Okay, we need to move to a different location, otherwise they're going to look for us here, and we need to make sure we're not here. Okay, Morathi, if you could get over here, I need to slow down those fucking Bull Centaur renders again. This one's taking a bit of damage. It's not flaming attacks though, so not too much to worry about. Get out of there. Get out, get it out. I don't want to withdraw it because I don't want a Bloodrack Medusa coming in just yet, but... What else could I do? Because it's catching up to this one. Yeah, it's actually a bit quicker. I don't know if this is a good idea.
Without question. Rage. Sorceress. Wherever next.
I was going to use that Lamentation of Despair until they started shooting at me.
Mother of vengeance. Morathi.
Yeah, because this one here would be much better off just fighting infantry. And all their goddamn monsters. Oh, actually didn't do anything. Yeah, what I want is for the shades to deal with them. with these ones.
Immediately moving. My revenge comes. Fury of Nagaroth. Halloween!
She's got most of her barrier back. Yeah, stay clear of them.
Striking out.
Okay, I'm out of those now. Still got one more Power of Darkness left. Alright, get back up. We've lost our barrier. So we need to regenerate that before we get back into fight. We did what we needed to do there, which was hold that one back so that she could get away. So like I said, don't want to withdraw from the battlefield just yet. Decent opportunity here for... Actually, no, come over here. We got to get rid of these Bull Centaur renders. No, I don't. No, I don't. Because they're not endangering this one here. And if they go over there, they're going to get killed. What I need to do is get rid of these missile units. But again, we're quite limited in Winds of Magic, and I mean the battle's going really well, but there's still a lot of enemies to come in. I mean, there's no sense in just like pissing it away on shitty spells that don't do very much. It's like Melkoth Mystifying Miasma is probably our most cost-effective spell. I get Pit of Shades does more damage, but for half the Winds of Magic, that way we get 2 uses of Life Leeching, so it's not actually half the Winds of Magic, it's a little bit less than that. And Melkoth is still a pretty damn good spell. So if there's a big blob of them, by all means, we should use Pit of Shades, but that's not what we're seeing here.
Mother of the Druki.
Alright, good. The fact that their armies all spread out all over the place, that gives us a great opportunity to sneak up on them and kill them.
To battle!
Yeah, not too bad that. Good. Oh, fuck, I was supposed to change that one's location. It's too late now. Just making sure none of them are on fire at will. So we'll start shooting at that one, and then these ones here. Actually, if only a couple of them start shooting, that actually could work. Maybe even just one, they might just send this guy over. Because see, this one is isolated, everyone else is stalking. That's what I'm hoping would happen. Looks like they're not even paying any attention to it.
Eager for blood.
No, they don't care about my shades right now. Okay, well, I just keep sneaking up on them over here then.
I am destruction.
Right, if I can get Morathi to just actually, even this one here, because it's got more barrier. Oh, that being said, not necessarily because Morathi's got more resistance. Just get it to basically stand still to some degree, or slow it down so that they can shoot. Okay, that's what I needed it to do. Let's get her out of there.
At my command.
Kill everything.
Okay, we've got a fair few of them coming up this way, so just back off, make sure that we're all ready to shoot at them.
Morathi moves. Druki tyrant.
Got them in control with 6, I think. Alright, take him out.
Eager.
Alright, we've got 25 reserves left. We've actually got more Winds of Magic now than what we started off with, because obviously it wasn't in our available pool at the start of the battle. Good, we might have just a tiny little bit of friendly fire there, but that works out great, because that's a very high value unit, and them getting fucked up like this is just so good for us. Okay, this is what I was talking about for a Pit of Shades. Might even be worth to overcast it for 17 Winds of Magic. We don't get as much refunded that way, sort of. No, I'll just regular cast it.
Feel my
Man, that is really fucking good though.
Indeed.
The thing is with Soul Stealer, while that's cheaper still, it doesn't do anywhere near as much damage to infantry like this. It's mainly for single entities. Oh, look what's coming over here.
March, march.
The merciless host. Enemy units were hidden.
Okay, this is not fantastic. If they're going to be sending this much stuff at us all at once. Hang on, back off. Just need to make sure that they're somewhat slowed down. Get someone over here. Okay, these two, bring them up so they can hold them back a little bit. And then, yeah, let's Pit of Shades out again, because she's done shitloads of damage with that. That's great. And thanks to the barrier, I think we can justify using this wizard here to, like, hold back relatively weak units, just to ensure that our shades keep shooting.
Morathi moves.
That's it, draw that one back this way, and make sure you get rid of that.
Orders understood.
King Fury! Visions of destruction. Sorceress!
Okay, let's get rid of that.
On to battle!
Obviously using fire magic against the Chaos Dwarves is pretty silly, so we don't want to do that.
Yes, I go at once. Feel the dark arts. Rookie.
I have to get rid of these archers here, but the shades are doing great. So yeah, if they run out of ammunition, we just withdraw them and then we bring in them. That's actually really good timing for Murderous Prowess, because that'll increase our missile strength by 20%, so that's great.
Eager. Morathi.
God, they are getting obliterated here.
Mother of vengeance.
This is exactly what you want to have happen when you've got shades like this, where they only send in a few units at a time and they just can't get close, and they're probably already, they're not tired, but all it's costing us is ammunition. That's it.
Morathi.
Not that big of a deal. I think we've got plenty. Good. That looks like a... Yeah, there's trash tier units, so don't worry about it just yet, because we don't have shitloads of magic. But... yeah, there's still a lot of enemies still to go. There's one back up here as well. What are they doing? Oh, they're blobbing up. And this is why you don't
I move.
shoot your load at the start of the battle, especially when you're playing with Morathis. Shit, innuendo. Yeah, just don't blow your load early, because you never know when they might
Marching now. Go,
blow up
go.
like that.
Of one's doom.
I mean, there was a better blob over here, but the higher value units were hit.
Morathi.
That's more important.
My revenge comes. Going.
Yeah, if we can slow them down and allow these ones to come in, that will be good. Cool. Oh shit, didn't see that one coming around that way. Good thing this guy's got regen. Get him out of there.
Ready. Eager for blood. Morathi.
So this one's used up just about all of its regen now. Overall though, that worked out fine. Maybe just move them a little bit over here.
To slaughter.
It's kind of got a fairly gentle slope that could be quite useful for us. God damn! I'm going to go into melee here. Try to get them to clump up a bit more, because they're turning into a bit of a conga line.
Speak down. deeds! Sorceress of blood! Feel the jar! Move! Channel my rage!
Okay, that's... yeah, they're just ignoring her. Okay, then just pop that down.
Fury, come forth! Forward! Ceaseless!
Can't take too much more damage with that one.
Bringer of death! Servant of Hecate!
It's all looking pretty good so far.
Behold!
Alright, how much more magic do we have left? Not a hell of a lot. And we don't have any more Winds of Magic batteries, so I can do... I guess I could do one more overcasted Pit of Shades, and I guess now's as good a time as any, because we've killed so many of them that probably isn't going to cause the army losses, but it definitely helps.
At once! Dark deeds!
But yeah, that's the amount of magic that we're going to get refunded isn't going to be able to cast anything with that.
First
Nearly 1,000
sorceress.
kills with Morathi there. Fantastic. Now, Infernal Guard Fire Glaives, they have almost as much range as our Shades, so there might be a
Matriarch.
bit of a challenge for Morathi. Let's bring just this one. That guy needs to recover for a little bit. Bring him over here to harass them.
Hat sorceress.
Not too concerned about these archers, way more concerned about the Fire Glaives. Which seems to be just fine. Yeah, see, this is why I wanted to, before, wait until they get a little bit closer before we fire at will, because sometimes, yeah, they back off like that. Alright, we're almost out of ammunition. Once we're out of ammo, they're withdrawn from the battlefield. I'm pretty sure they've done their worth.
We are ready.
Although I think we'll probably inflict the army losses before that point.
My revenge comes. Wherever next. Purveyor of
Yep, there it is.
cruelty.
Didn't get a shitload of uses of this, but I had a potential to do it a lot over the course of the battle.
Finish them.
Most annoying thing is, it's like Fireball, it just takes preparation time. And sometimes it doesn't really hit very well. That was okay though.
Mother of the Druki.
Alright, they've still got an unbreakable unit left to come in. So that'll need to be dealt with. Get these two here off the battlefield, they're of no use to us anymore. Oh, I should have given her. That doesn't matter. Okay, at least it did some damage. But yeah, overall, we really didn't take much damage over the course of this battle at all. So that's great. Which means our armies are in pretty good shape to... Well, that one's in bad shape, but I forgot to put on the damn stalking item. But yeah, we should be in good shape to attack them again to finish them off. And we should also have a good enough amount of movement remaining. So I'll just pause the recording and just let them... Oh, this guy doesn't have regen. Because he's got the hunger. Right, okay. Well, no one to get the hunger on here, so I guess we're done. Grand total of 20 casualties. This is why building an army and just like throwing a whole bunch of variety in there, it doesn't actually make it strong. I don't know how many times I'm going to say this. And having an army that's sticking to a really good plan is better than just covering all your bases, because you just don't need to cover all your bases most of the time. Sometimes units can be a liability, because the thing is, when you've got these units and they're charging towards them, you're kind of forced to use your shades in situations that may not be ideal. Damn, we can actually recover all of the casualties that we took. Alright, let's do that.
I have need of slaves.
Now, we're not done yet, because we're still got to deal with these ones over here. Well, they weren't exactly finished off either.
I have dark purpose.
So, I think I was supposed to give... I think it was an enchanted item. Yeah, the Cloak of Twilight. Yeah, because that would have given me a stalk.
Nagaroth warrior.
Alright, well, this one's still got a little bit of movement left. I could take out that, probably just auto-resolve it easily.
Supreme
This one's only got enough
sorceress
movement really to get back to here.
I am
But
the
since
first
there's not
sorceress.
much there, but we'll still have 50% of our movement left over, we'll go and attack that, finish them off. Don't need to bring any of these other
Don't
armies
hold
over.
Back.
It says low casualties, but I reckon I could do it no casualties, but that's just... Don't have as much Winds of Magic battery. But at the same time, these Great Tauruses, I don't think they're going to be a problem. Yeah, I'm going to fight them manually. Also had some levels up I could have spent, but it's fine. I don't think there's anything that's going to make... Oh, actually, no. A bit of extra health would have meant more barrier. That's fine. It's an interesting map. I don't think I've seen this one before. Oh, wait. Yeah, I have. This is the Malachi McCason quest battle. Alright, well... Just put them over here.
Shadowy overseer.
And we'll draw them across over here and then sneak across with the others.
Mother of vengeance. I move at once.
If Throp the Unclean is still around, it'd be really good to get his defeat trait with all that barrier boosting stuff. Alright, let's see about getting rid of a Great Taurus. We should be fine to fight it in melee. Even though they've got flaming attacks, just watch it. What we're going to do is back off every now and again.
Morathi moves. Going. Going now. Forward. Dark deeds.
So, go with Pit of Shades there.
Heatmaker. Indeed.
Yeah, they're definitely searching for us, but that's fine, because if they discover us, and it's just, you know, make sure they're not far at will. If they discover us, and it's just like one unit, then we can kill it really quite easily.
Behold my
And if their units are isolated, then we can send Morathi to go kill them one at a time. But yeah, if she's getting double teamed, yeah, that's not the kind of hot date she's after right now. Can use this guy here to sort of lure them into a bit of a trap. Okay, Morathi's taking damage.
first sorceress.
But not that much damage, and she's taken out a Great Taurus there, so that's good.
Morathi. At my command.
Damn it, I actually meant to click the other one.
Feel my fury.
But I was also hoping to kill that, because that will mean more loot money for us.
My revenge comes.
I'm not casting
Morathi.
that on just one. So yeah, I want him to shoot at this one. Come on, Morathi, kill it. Alright, he's been revealed. We lure them over here. Good. I don't know, just doesn't seem to care. We're revealed. Hang on, you gotta wait for the barrier to come back.
On the move. Hand sorceress.
Maybe let's go over... Yeah, because they've got this under control. Even if it's two Great Tauruses, that's fine. Get over here and sort out those infantry. Okay, good. This one's coming in. Draw it into about here, and then we open fire on it. little bit closer. Shit, that did a lot of damage. Just don't let it get too many hits in. Alright, now open fire. And if we can just keep it moving at a steady pace. Good. Now armor piercing, so use it on a unit that doesn't have any armor.
Feel my vengeance.
Good, next one comes in and also gets wrecked.
Our sorcery is majestic.
Good, yeah, just bring them in one at a time. That's how we take no casualties. Because it did say low, but it also said sorry, low casualties and all result. But it also said that it would be a close victory.
Feel my fury.
Kind of a waste of magic, to be honest, but I think it's fine. The worst of this is definitely over. Not that it was ever a tough battle to begin with.
Indeed. Heed me, Dar. I move.
Bull's getting up on it. No thanks.
In
Let's
Malekith's
get out of there.
name.
I gotta get the barrier back before I'll hit Power of Darkness again.
Fury of Nagaroth.
There we go. Yeah, worth it to try to get rid of the Bull Centaur renders with Soul Stealer, I think. Actually, I'd like to see how much damage Melkoth does. It's alright. It's better against a larger unit number. But considering this refunds magic better. But then again, we only hit one with that one, so yeah, I'll just do that anyway. And there we go. Cool. No casualties, no damage. Great. And now hopefully we've got enough movement to get back over to the other side. I'm not going to launch the attack. I'm going to rely on Tamurkhan to do it, and I reckon we'll be able to auto-resolve it. And then that'll just be that. Because yeah, if we provide enough balance of power, Tamurkhan will be like, well, of course I'm going to do it. Then again, I'm kind of inclined to screw him over as well. I don't know. We'll see. Because, you know, I'm the best ally. We're not technically allied with them, though. So they're wiped out because they've lost 2 battles. And yet we can get over here. Doesn't need to be enforced much. Alright, but I need to go pick up these other units. Don't forget about this as well.
Destruction lies beyond.
Good.
Weakness has
Oh, I should have done
no
another
place
option.
here.
It's all good.
I have dark.
It's allowed us to strip this area of chaos corruption. So that's great.
Ride, Solithet.
Okay, so taking all of them back. Good, yep, because they retained their movement, and this one here has served her purpose. Which, we can actually completely reset her movement if we really want to. All we're going to do is this. Movement bug, but he doesn't need it. Ooh, how about a revered name of... Is it revered? Improved Lord's Army. No, aristocratic name of power. Barbed Lash or Dark Marshal. Both of these are shit. Well, actually, no. The public order local province is fine. Anyway, you can get this multiple times because that shows up... I can't believe they still haven't fixed this. That shows up as a trait now, and all we have to do is respec, and then you can choose another one next time.
Mother of the Druki.
Alright, so we need to be in a position where either army could attack it. I probably would be able to win. I mean, look at this. We are literally at full stop, except for this one here. But she didn't show up at that battle. Yeah, no, she didn't participate in that battle. Interesting. Could this one force march into Tsar Nagrand? Yep. Just in case this doesn't work. And this one, Morathi that is, stay there, go into channeling stance. And let's see if Tamurkhan does his thing. I don't know if he's got other things he needs to be doing over this turn. So I'll quick save it there. Oh, I guess it saves when I hit end turn. Because that's where I'll send it back to him. I'll say, look, this situation here should just sort itself out. All you have to do is press end turn. But let's see. Yeah, he's got other things going on, but I wasn't contracted to deal with any of that shit. Just want to see what happens now with Tamurkhan. I reckon he'll make the attack, but it can be hard to predict the AI when it comes down to them backing you up. Sometimes I feel like they deliberately don't back you up just because they're like, oh, you're the player? Well, I'm not helping you. But they are at war with them. Oh, man. I can't speed this up either. As far as I'm aware, I don't know how to speed it up. Come on, because even if I press R, it doesn't do anything.
Lord of the Black Court.
This is why I usually don't do multi-turn moves. Because if I forget anything, it's, I guess it is good if you forget stuff. I don't know. It's just annoying. I'm just going to pause the recording and wait for this to get done, because I can't skip it. Okay, finally got through our turn. So I don't know what he's doing. I don't care. Quite a lot of things that have to move. I saw there was some other Chaos Dwarf armies around the place, because they don't all just spawn at, yeah, like this one over here. But it looks like other factions have taken them out. Alright, here we go. Are they going to do it? It looks like it. Yeah, he's doing it. Alright, close victory and auto resolve. He loses a couple units. What's our damage? It says none of our units are going to get wiped out. But what I would personally do is I would probably not control large army, fight the battle manually, and then just delay my own forces as long as possible and just let Tamurkhan get absolutely fucked up. So why don't we just do that just to begin with? This is clearly not a disaster battle, so I won't fight the whole thing, but I'll just show you what I'm talking about. Basically being the worst fucking ally ever while reaping the most amount of benefit. Alright, let's do it that way. Oh, but listen, it's not fair. What about Tamurkhan? Because the thing is, if we don't have any treaties with Tamurkhan, we could, right after this turn, declare war on him and hit him. And also, by not controlling large army, it doesn't prevent us from showing up. Obviously, I can only bring one army at a time. But it prevents the Chaos Dwarfs from bringing in a second army. So we can have 40 units on the battlefield, they can only have 20. Which we could have had 60 units on the battlefield to their 40, but this still gives us a better ratio. Alright, so there's Morathi there. That is not the best location. I want this one to be delayed. So send them over. 4 minutes. Alright, well, I'll just do what I can with that. Be interesting to see how well Tamurkhan does, because I reckon more disaster battles were sent in against Tamurkhan than any other lord in the entire game. So many disasters, fucking Tamurkhan. It's like all Grimgor, Ironhide, and Grease's campaigns as well. So yeah, that's not a good location to be coming in from. I will move it. It's just I need them to come in before they get in, and then I need to move them out of the way. I'll probably just withdraw the artillery off the battlefield straight away, because they're just going to be a liability. I won't be able to move them away fast enough. Also, we've got... Ah, what? I'm not coming in. Oh, shit. That's weird. They must have changed this in the latest patch, so not control large army actually means 20 units per side. Huh. Oh, the cheese didn't work. Oh, legend. Well, we'll still come in. It's just that we'll come in after they've been completely fucked up. Anyway, I reckon Tamurkhan will come out on top here, just because... What the hell? My other army came in, but not Morathi. That's... What? That's so weird. Why did they come in? I have no idea why that happened. I'm going to withdraw these 2 units here, because like I said, the artillery are kind of a liability.
Moving out.
Let's see if Morathi might come in then. Yeah, now she's coming in. What the fuck? Huh? Whatever. This is weird. Good thing this wasn't a disaster battle. Yeah, I figured that Tamurkhan's forces would win. Typically speaking, even if it says balance powers even, Tamurkhan is massively underrated in whatever power rankings him and his army, because he's so heavily boosted and healed and stuff like that. Oh yeah, also I can use Power of Darkness on Tamurkhan. Oh wait, can I? Pretty sure I can. Wait, last time I did this, it didn't give me any magic back. I'm pretty sure. So maybe I shouldn't do that. I'm just not entirely... You know what? We're not in any risk here. Why don't we just check it out? So I've got... Let me just see. Yeah, I figured. It's the same as what it was last time. When you use a spell like this to try to generate winds of magic off of them, I think they're the ones that are getting the winds of magic, not us. So I just wasted that. But I just wanted to make sure. Alright, so just let Tamurkhan do all of that on his own. How would you handle the situation? Simple. Let Tamurkhan deal with it. Do you know what this is like? It's like the hot girl calling in the really ugly guys she keeps on the side. I'll give you some, that thing that you want. Oh yeah, I'll come and fight your enemies for you. You bitch simp. And then afterwards, you just run off before it. She just runs off before he like comes to collect. Although hopefully he gets killed in the battle. How can I ensure that that happens actually? If I wreck his army, I can't really do anything to him, but I could Pit of Shades his units.
Fly.
Yeah, I think he could have taken on all of their forces by himself. Didn't need my help at all.
Vengeance awaits.
I'm just an observer here. Because yeah, he's in fantastic shape. And they're in terrible formation now. Look at this. Alright, well, if we are going to hurt Tamurkhan's forces, because I can't do anything about him, we'll use Pit of Shades on his units here. You know, because I'm the best ally. I'll kill this one. So this as well, but it's only good against unarmored units. So chosen of Noggle is just a waste, but whatever.
Morathi.
Yeah, Tamurkhan could have won against 2 full stacks by himself. Well, actually, I wonder if he could have fought 2 full stacks simultaneously. Maybe I shouldn't have not controlled large armies, in hindsight. I don't know. Because obviously these guys would have come in well before this point. And if they had actually gotten a chance to set up, they might have had a chance to shoot Tamurkhan. going to try to slow them down here. I was hoping that Tamurkhan would move over this way and get shot.
Come with me.
Yeah, look, they're doing a fucking awful job, these Chaos Dwarfs. Probably trying to shoot me. Oh my god, Tamurkhan's cheesing, he's capping their reinforcement zone. Yeah, that's not what you want to have happen playing Chaos Dwarfs. Well, he's taking some damage though. It's not even at his regen cap though. No, they're finished. Yeah, if I was to do that again, I would actually control large army. Because, like, I thought Tamurkhan would be good. I didn't realize it would be this good. Like, he fucked those I didn't have to do anything. Look how much damage I did. I got 100 kills, but I think that's mostly their units. Well, actually, no, that does not counted. It was just collateral damage on my enemy, I guess. Because I was trying to kill his units. But yeah, he himself, he's pretty strong. Oh well, looks like Morathi's gonna have to fuck him. It is what it is. Let's be real, she's done worse. But yeah, no casualties done for us. So yeah, I don't think the situation was inherently all that difficult. You just needed to shuffle things around and then just use your brain and realize that you had tools at your disposal, like Tamurkhan. And checking what options are available to you can make a big difference. He only ended up losing one unit. He'll probably still go and finish them off. But yeah, anyway, I'll still send save file back from that point that I saved it, like the end turn. And that way, if the guy watches the video before he actually plays this, he can make a judgment call. Oh, we wiped him out. Yeah, Tamurkhan, he actually didn't want to smash that. He just wanted a hall pass to get through here. Morathi was not his hall pass. I don't know, I'm being lame. Alright guys, well that's the end of this one. This is not a disaster anymore. It's just a disaster situation. Anyway guys, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Appreciate all the save files you guys are sending in. And we'll see you next time. Later guys.